In a related development, suspected pirates also hijacked a passenger boat carrying 20 travelers along the Bonny-Okrika waterways in Rivers State. Bonny Local Government Council, however, said 9 passengers have been rescued, while frantic search is on to rescue others. The Bonny LG chairman, Nengi Cloud Wilcox, said the rescue was in collaboration with security agencies. A statement by his media aide, Boma Waribo, on Friday said the driver of the passenger boat went contrary to the rules to pass through kilometer 10, which is a prohibited channel for commercial boat drivers. Meanwhile, the Maritime Union Workers of Nigeria Rivers State chapter has expressed worry over the continued pirate attacks in the state. Let's get some perspective. We're joined now by security expert and executive director at the Rule of Law and Accountability Center, Okechukwu Nwanguma. He joins me to speak on the persistent insecurity across the country. Thank you for giving us your time. What would you describe as the factors contributing to the persistence of insecurity in Nigeria, and how do they intersect?
Well, thank you for the opportunity. Incidentally, you talked about Warri, you talked about Sokoto, but I know that before these ones, there was also the incident in Ebonyi State, where herdsmen, suspected herdsmen were alleged to have massacred, over 16 people in a worship center. And you note that the incident in Sokoto also involved people in a mosque. And this is in spite of all the, promises that this government has made about their commitment to fighting insecurity and securing the life and, safety of Nigerians. The increasing incidents of banditry, herdsmen attacks on worship places, piracy, and kidnapping in Nigeria, despite large security budgets, and then federal government assurances. All these highlight what I would see as systemic issues within the security framework. And I think that to address these will require address rising insecurity in Nigeria, rising violence in Nigeria, requires a multifaceted approach that will combine both immediate security interventions, and these interventions seem not to be working. But
okay, beyond the promises.
In addition to that, I think there is, need to address socioeconomic, strategies, because, the thing is that government does not seem to be, exploring community engagement, enhancing law enforcement capabilities, and addressing the root causes of these things. And I think Nigeria needs to, address all these, combine both the
you talked about the root causes. Sorry if I'm coming. You talked about some of the root causes. I mean, people would say beyond the economic challenges, what other unemployment, what other challenges could be pushing this insecurity in the country? Add to that, you said the government has made promises and they've tried, but what can you just take a look at the responses that they have given and how, if any, impact it is having on the situation in the last 1 year or so?
I think that the challenge is that government, there seems to be a narrative that government is pursuing that is, affecting the effectiveness. There are historical grievances. For example, if you go to a place like Ebonyi State, there are issues around boundary issues, land disputes, herdsmen and farmers, disputes. Government needs to address some of these root causes rather than, I think that the sole focus on security interventions does not seem to address these challenges, because it seems that in different places there are different, causative factors that government is not factoring into their interventions. So reliance on military and kinetic approach does not address the problem, and that is why they remain persistent. So government needs to understand in each location what are the root causes, what are the historical factors that are leading to these things. And I think that it's important for government to address all these things. Beyond law enforcement, but there's also issue of corruption in terms of security funding, and I think that there's a lot of factors that government needs to address, that needs to, respond to these issues that are recurring. For them to be recurring, it means that something is missing.
So I get from you that no one solution fits all the unique challenges we get from the different parts of the country. But beyond fighting insecurity, we know that innocent Nigerians bear the brunt mostly of some of these interventions by the military. How can they balance the need to secure the nation and protecting human lives?
So the point is that government needs to, be thorough in assessing, the situations in different regions of the country. In different regions, there are different. There is, contextual issues that need to be understood, and in many cases, for example, today I was watching a video about the new outfit that was set up by the Anambra State government, which in my view is a good initiative, because the truth is that the federal security agencies cannot address the issues. There's need for localized interventions. But in dealing with these things, government also need to be sure that the local outfits are not going outside. For example, I see them arresting people, and there are outcry about innocent people being. If you see the video of people who are being tortured, I think that it's important for various state governments not only to intervene by creating state-controlled security outfits to complement.
Okay, at the heart of your submission, at the heart of your submission tonight is the need to use different strategy and study the situation appropriately. Thank you very much for speaking with us.